evening, everybody. I'm Chris Lozzi. BFA Sports once again presents the Jim Raso Show live here in Hammonton at the DiDonato Family Fun Center with the head coach of the Hammonton Blue Devils. That is one Jim Raso. Tough one, my friend.
Yeah.
Went down to the wire, this one against Mainland. Your kids played awfully hard, though.
Nah, listen, the effort was definitely there. It was one of those back-and-forth kind of games, and, we had some opportunities to make some plays that we didn't, and in the end, they did. They went on that last drive and wound up hitting a pass on us to get them down by the goal line and, scored what I think 24 seconds left. So, for the most part, thought the defense really played well all night long offensively. We left some stuff out there, but it's a good football team. And, a couple plays that we missed on in a game like that, you got to make those plays.
Mainland 14, Hammonton 7. You dropped the 3-2 on the season. You've got the third of 3 consecutive home games coming up. As we tape this on Wednesday, this game is on Friday. RV coming into town. One thing is you bounce back nicely after defeats. Now, the Cherokee game was out of hand, obviously, in the second half. This one's a little different, though. This was a tough loss.
Yeah, we got to regroup because it's a very good football team we're playing. 4-1, I think by watching the film, they really should be undefeated. They got a game got away from them at the end. There's a team that's sitting at 4-1, could possibly be 5-0, and Group 5 school, well coached, a lot of good athletes, and we definitely have our work cut out for us.
Some of the standout stars from Friday night's game, Joey Killen was all over the place. What did he say after a game like that?
It's tough because we have some of these guys that put a lot into it in terms of energy and enthusiasm. They're physically drained at the end, and it's when you come up on the short end of the stick, it's very disappointing.
Even so, there were some bright spots. If you look at some of the things that I saw, the quarterback play, I thought Drew Craig again had a strong game.
Yeah, and some plays that we didn't help them. There was times I think we dropped a couple passes. And like I said, in moments like that, you got to convert. He did a nice job running the football as well. We hit him with a couple plays we haven't shown yet, and he took the ball up the middle and got us a really big first down. At that time, we really needed it.
Wouldn't be me, obviously, if I didn't mention the officiating in that game. At the most inopportune times, you had killer penalties against you.
Yeah, and it's just you hope or you want for things to be called evenly, and I'm not saying it wasn't, but at one point it was 6 flags to 0. And we made mistakes. Some of the penalties, which were true penalties, a couple might have been questionable, but you tell the kids all the time you can't leave it in the hands of the officials. You got to be able to overcome stuff. Stuff's not going to go your way all the time, and like I said, to me, I'll echo it a million times. In a game like that, when you have an opportunity to make a big play, you better make it.
Tough call against you as you're going down in the last couple of minutes of the fourth in a tie game. 3rd and 2, you got it set up perfectly. You're going to give it to Kenny. You're going to get the first down. You're going to keep the drive going. And they call Kenny for jumping at the snap.
Yeah, that's questionable. That would have been a big first down for us. So, that a play like that definitely changes the game for you.
So now that you have to change the situation from 3rd and 2, you're going to make a call 3rd and 7, 3rd and 7.5.
Completely changes your play calling at that point, yeah.
Are you prepared for that? I mean, you've got the play, you send it in. Are you thinking on the sideline, look, if we get flagged and we go 3rd and 7, we got to run this play? Because, you only have...
Well, we have set plays that if it's a longer distance or something that the coaches are seeing up top, we'll run. But if not, like I said, you don't want to put yourself in that kind of predicament. We're not at our best when we're playing behind the chains. And, from going from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7, it's a big difference.
The fact that many people in South Jersey football thought that this was going to be a 2-touchdown game in favor of Mainland. Speaks very highly of your program, speaks very highly of the fact that your kids came to play, and if there's ever a character loss, I think that is it.
Yeah, they pretty much had their way with everybody that they played before us. The film had showed it. They were averaging over 35 points a game. So like I said, for our defense to hold them to what they did, it was good effort. We just needed to make one more stop, though.
And that one stop might come this week, and we'll talk about this week when we come back here on the Jim Raso Show. We're live at DiDonato Family Fun Center. We'll break down that Mainland loss a little more, and we'll introduce you to number 10 when we come back.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
Head coach of Hammonton football, and we are dissecting a 14-7 loss and a now 3-2 record, as Hammonton will face Rancocas Valley on Friday night. As you can see, we are now 3 at the table instead of 2. And it's funny because before we introduce you, and it's funny because Coach, you have there's no rhyme or reason to this, is there? You just bring the kids up as you see fit. So why did you bring number 10 up?
I thought he stepped in this game and had some key runs for us at times. And here's a kid who practices hard, he plays hard, and each week we're asking him just to get better and better. And very coachable, very respectful, and we're very happy that he's part of our program.
Number 10 is DeAndre Clemens, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
First time on television?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? It's all good, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's all good. I ask most of the youngsters when they come on here, and the first timers on television, I say to them, you're actually playing high school football and you've got your games on TV every single week.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
It's a good experience. Coming from where I'm from, it's a good experience. I love playing on TV. So my family members can watch me, other people can watch me. Just get your name out there. So.
You go home and watch the games later on?
Yeah.
You say, was I doing the right thing here? And you go in his office and say I did this right?
Well, yeah, sometimes they'll get on me for doing the right thing, or wrong things, or I'll just pick it up. Just do my thing.
Your game on Friday, obviously, Coach thought that your performance was outstanding, and you can see it on television. What did you do that you felt that you gave your team a chance to win?
I was just locked in on my big runs. When I get the ball, I just read, my line, my great line. I love those guys. And
Yeah, they were here last week.
yeah, I seen. My boy Nick
centers.
right there. Yeah, it's centers right
Where's he
there.
at? There he
There
is.
you go, Nick. Yeah, man, I just love running behind those guys, man. And you know, they opened the hole for me and Kenny. You know, get some big runs, and I feel like I got some big runs for us in mainland, and I just did my thing. So.
It's a tough loss. You have a week of practice now. Aside from the coaches, we'll just keep him out of that for a second. What are you guys collectively, as just the kids, just the players, what are you saying to yourself about last week and coming into this week?
I just feel like we gotta pick it up. You know, 14-7 mainland, they're a great team. So they scored like 30 points every team they played. So keeping them to 14, I feel like that's good for us, but we also want that win. So I feel like us going on to RV, we're just hungry. We're more hungry, all of us, the whole team. And we're preaching that in practice. We're practicing good. We're practicing good, and just get at it for RV.
Are you practicing good this week?
Yes. Okay. Practicing hard.
He's not too hard on you?
It could be hard on us sometimes, but we take it. We take it. We like that. We like that.
You know, we joke around and everything. I mean, and it's very important, obviously, to be successful in the classroom as well.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, if you're not successful in the classroom, you're not up at this table.
Right.
You agree on that, Jim?
Correct.
Okay.
100% correct.
So what I also want to add is that, this is a dogfight every single week. The playoffs are coming, and I'll tell you something else. There's an extra playoff game this year. That's why the season's going to end. So you guys get at it, and you got to jump back real fast and come off of a loss.
Yep.
You have any concern at all that you're going to be too fired up?
For the games?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course. I'm fired up for every game. I get my team fired up for every game. I just I like doing that. Us getting fired up, I feel like we play harder. So I love it.
Tell us something about DeAndre Clemens that we might not know.
I don't know.
Like, what do you do when you're not thinking football?
When I'm not thinking football.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you like to do?
I just chill.
You
Chill out.
chill?
Yeah, just chill out.
Do you chill streaming? Do you chill with your phone? What do you do?
I chill with my friends, with my guys, the football team.
Nick?
Yeah, that's what I do. I just chill, man.
See, it wasn't that bad, was it?
Yeah, nah, it wasn't.
Now, listen, nobody's really watching, right, except all of Hammonton. What do you want to say to Coach?
Well, I want to say to Coach, I love Coach, man.
He's right there.
Yeah, I love you, Coach. You know that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's great. He's great to us. He coaches us hard. The way he coaches us, he teaches us a brotherhood. Like we're a family, and I love that about us. And so we don't have to argue or nothing. Every time we argue, we just pick it back up because of him.
Real quick, speaking of arguing, usually at the end of that argument,
right,
Joey Gillen shuts everybody
Oh,
down.
yeah. Yeah, loudmouth Joey. That's what we call him. Loudmouth Joe.
I have a note of that, please, Jared. Next time, can you fit that on the nameplate? Loudmouth Joey. He's going to love that.
Yes,
Thanks
yes,
for coming
sir.
on, man.
Of course. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
DeAndre Clemens. And when we come back, Coach and I are going to talk about RV.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
the
sir.
games coming up Friday night at your own BFA. Back with more from Donato Family Fun Center after this. Take us out. Go ahead.
Oh, we'll see you back at Donato Fun Center.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh, sunset.
following is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh. Sunset.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at the DiDonato Family Fun Center where we tape this show, Jim Raso Show, with the head coach of Hammonton Blue Devils football, Mr. Jim Raso. This has been fun.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We've been doing it at that other program in Williamstown that you know, that's where we originated our high school football coverage. We have a lot of fun doing this, but have you noticed I ask the kids all the time, I say, what's it like to be on television? Do you see us as a distraction at all?
No, I think, like I said, I think it's great for the program. It's great for the kids, and that's the main thing. You know, you want these guys to be able to enjoy themselves. You know, we grind them all week long and take a step back for these guys just to sit down, talk some football, get a little exposure, and I think it's all positive.
There were some that were at this table that were not quite ready for TV, and then on the other hand, you had guys like Nick over there.
Correct. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, and off camera we were mentioning that. What performances come to mind best here on television? Who'd you like the best? I'll tell you who I liked.
Listen, I can tell you right now, I thought Nick really did a great job last week. DeAndre was up here; he spoke very well. You know, when we brought Kenny in, I think he spoke well, and you know, some of the other guys maybe got a little camera shy. Let's just say.
Well, 45 wasn't one. He wasn't
No,
camera shy.
no,
Joey Gillen.
no.
I believe he's
I just try to
loudmouth
Yeah,
Joe.
I try to block him out sometimes.
All right, so seriously now, you're coming off a loss. One thing everybody says about this program, and you in particular, is you bounce back pretty well after defeats. We rarely lose two in a row. That happened to Cherokee earlier this year with a nice bounce-back win against Highland. What do you got to do to win against an RV team?
We got to make sure that we're going to finish out a half and then finish out the end of the game. You know, even dating back to Eastern, right at the end of the game, we didn't really finish that off. Mainland, we let up that score right before halftime, and then we let up that score right at the end of the game. So, you know, we've been preaching to the kids, we got to play 4 quarters because we still haven't played our best 4 quarters yet. And if we can do that, then we're going to start, you know, becoming a very dangerous football team, but we got to be able to put the 4 quarters together.
You mentioned that they are 4-1. They could easily be 5-0. It's a real fluky situation how they wound up losing against Timber Creek. You were telling us about that.
Yeah, the 2 turnovers that, you know, within, I think there was 5 minutes left in the game. You know, they intercepted a pass in the end zone. A kid starts running out, and then he fumbles the ball right to Timber Creek. They score, and then a couple plays later after the kickoff, they fumble the ball, and then they go down and score. A kid was in had double coverage, and he out-jumped them. And, you know, you give credit to Timber Creek. You know, they earned it at the end of the game, but like RV's a very good program, well coached, and you know, this is definitely going to be a very good test for us.
One eye on the sky, a little bit of potential rain. What will that do to your game plan?
Well, you know, I think historically, us as a program, you know, the weather situation, we've played in all kinds of weather, and you know, we're playing on natural grass. Our practice field, you know, it's something that our kids are kind of used to. And, you know, I believe that all of their games have been on turf this year. So, you know, you try to look for every little advantage that you could possibly have, and hopefully, you know, that's an advantage for us.
7 o'clock on Friday, right here on BFA.
7 o'clock, yep.
Mike Gill has the call live here at 7 o'clock against Rancocas Valley. A program note, also on Friday, Williamstown will be at Cherokee at 7 o'clock. Vin Evanue has the call on that one. Mike Gill has the call on the Hammonton game. And a special reminder, on Thursday, October 5th, BFA Sports will be presenting a tribute to our good friend Coffee Jones. That'll be at the House of Brews in Turnersville at 7 o'clock. I hope you guys can come. So for the entire crew, this is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Jim Raso Show, live here at the Family Fun Center, the Donato style, here in Hammonton. Good night, everybody.
Night.